Hello, this is Lord Og. Yes, and welcome to, well, another tester game. As you know, or if you don't know, I'll fill you quickly. I had a lot of trouble with Hogwarts Legacy, kept just ending, just kept switching off for no reason. I don't know if it's OBS or Steam or Hogwarts Legacy that's the problem. So I'm playing a few tester games that I play still, or that I still play off camera, or that I've played recently. This is a game I haven't played for a couple of weeks, but it was a game I was playing recently, so I'm going to use it as a tester game to see if it switches itself off while I'm recording. So this is Big Ambitions. It's early access still, and it's basically a game where you buy buildings and then you can put businesses in them and you build up your own business. So anyway, I'll get in game and I'll show you. Okay, so this is a little bit on. This is advanced. I've been going through 429 days I've been playing in this. Like I say, I haven't played it for a while. So this is a big house. You don't start here. There's bigger houses than this. But this is one of the bigger houses. I've got 10 million in bank and all this kind of stuff. So what you do is,
There you go.
he's going to tell you that's your uncle. He's giving you missions to do. But basically, you've got to build up businesses. So, if, for example, here's a list of my businesses that I've got. Tells you here how much they're making a day. So this one called Your Style is earning about $250,000 a day. I've got different ones. These are all you name them all yourself. So Be the Chubs is a fast food restaurant, as in Be the Chubs, the chubby one. Eat the food, so Be the Chubs. Thoughtful is a gift shop. Bean Fun is a coffee shop. Bean Fun, as in it's been fun to talk to somebody, and Bean Fun, as in you're having fun drinking your coffee. Whatever. Anyway, so then I've got a web. Then you can buy office space. So, for example, let me go onto the map. So you get a map, and there's different kinds. You've got residential. These are all houses you can buy that you will actually live in, that you can move in yourself, like I've got, like I am now. Somewhere like around. I'm here, where this little key is. This is my house I'm in right now. So you can buy different ones, and they have different sizes, and you can preview them. Oh, I've got to be out of a building before I can look at them. But still, you can look through them. Then you've got you can switch that off. Then you've got retail, which you'll just buy to make into your shops, like jewelry shop, coffee shop, whatever. And then you've got office spaces, which you can change into office businesses. Like I've got a lawyer business, I've got a web analysis business, and all sorts of things. They're more office businesses with tables and computers and that. And then your warehouses. You need warehouses to, of course, store your stuff. So I'm going to show you around this game quickly, and we'll see what I can do. So I've actually got most expensive car in game, although that's this one. It's I think it's supposed to be a Rolls Royce Phantom, but they don't call it that or something like that. And but I rather have this. So let's go and see. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you something. So this is and you have to buy buildings, buy stuff to put in them, hire staff, and like here, this one here, this is my headquarters. I'll explain that in a second. That's my web firm here. Let's have a look at that one. This one quickly. So this car's got an auto park feature. If you just press it, it parks it in space for you. And park vehicle. So around here, this is my net space. This is where all my workers are that works on the internet, and people hire them per so much per hour, and so that they work for them. And I've also got. I'll show you a couple of other places. I'll show you my warehouse. So you've got one of my warehouses here. Just got to find a place to park up. I'll park up here. Oh, now you're going to do it for me, are you? Alright, I've got that thing that popped up. I've got some people that I'm trying to hire for a job. But here is my warehouse. And you get stuff brought in, you get imported. You get people who work for you who get stuff imported, and you get put into here from your warehouse, and then from here these lorries will take the stuff out to the shops that are needed. So in here there's jewelry, there's food, there's clothing, there's all sorts of things in here, and these two lorries will make sure that they're taken out to the right shop and to keep them stocked. And you can pick how much you want them stocked. So for example, here this guy, he is a logistics manager. He's the one that makes sure that the stock is taken out to the shops. So if we look at, say, Thoughtful, which is the gift shop, then there's cheap gifts sold in there, there's expensive gifts sold in there, there's cheap flowers sold in there, expensive flowers sold in there, and I do sell some sodas. Okay, so all these things, this is how much I want in there. I want 800 units of cheap gifts at all times in my shop. So when it drops under 800, one of these lorries will leave from here and top it back up to 800 or whatever, and so on. Every time it goes under the amount needed. Now some are more than others because the box of them as a total is different size. So a box of cheap gifts holds 200 cheap gifts inside them. So having 800 means basically 4 boxes. Well, expensive flowers only have 25 in a box. So just as that's 4 boxes, this is still also 4 boxes because it's 4 25s. So that's why they're done like that. And then you've got your fast food, and you put here how many you want. That topped up, depending on how many you sell more than others, and then so on, being fun. And this is a jewellery shop, things like that. So that's what they do. Your logistics manager, you have to hire them. You can see that I've got them. This is where they all work. So they're all sat at computers doing these. Different ones do different things. And so the purchasing agent, they work with importers. So in this game, you've got 4 importers, and they're at the docks. You've got one here, which is Jet Cargo Imports. They do cheap gifts, cheap flowers, things like that. Then you've got this one, which is Seaside Internationals. This does food. This does all your fast food and things like that. Then we have this one, which is United Ocean Imports. They do the expensive gifts, expensive jewellery, cheap jewellery, things like that. And then this one here, Bluestone, they do clothing. So they'll do your clothing shops. And that's, so what you do is you get your, let me go back. So you get your purchaser, your purchasing agent. They'll work, each one works with one import places. So these will cut when you want more clothes. So when I click here, I can pick how much clothing I want imported. No, that's not clothing. That's food. I can see I can pick how much food I want imported and how long between, and it'll make sure that food is imported when needed, and then that'll go into the warehouse, and then from the warehouse, the logistics manager makes sure it goes out to the shops. So these all work together. Then you've got your HR managers. Each one of these has people underneath them. So what HR managers basically do is if somebody calls in sick, then they will find somebody to replace that person for you without you having to do it. And I've got so many workers. That's 3 that are full, 75, and this one's got like 7 under there. I don't know if they can have any more. Oh yeah, well, so I can put Phil, and these are all going to work under the HR managers. And then settings, you can just change a few things about your place, and that's it. And then your schedule here, you get people working. So they will work between 8 and 4. This is the working hours, and then you put these people in to the computers that they're going to be working at. That's how that works. And it works with anything you do that on. So for example, if you're looking at, say, let's put the gift shop, and we go to schedule, you see. So this is the cash register and cleaning station. So I've got 2 cleaners that come in. I think they both work part-time. So they both do about 4 hours, about 5 or 6 hours each, something like that. And then this keeps the till open, the register open 24/7. Instead of it working like 8 till 4, open it up to 24 hours, and then fill the register up. So he's full time, so he does 8 hours, 8 hours. Then these two do 4 hours because he's a part time. So between them, they keep the shop open 24 hours, 24 hours, 24 hours, and they only have Sunday off. So it's open 24 hours a day, 6 days a week, and that's same for most of my shops. Most of my shops tend to be open. Be the Chubs. This is the fast food. I've got 2 registers open, so I have all these. And these are the same. It's open 24/7. 2 registers going, 6 days a week, and that's basically what you've got to do. And then every day they all trade in. We'll go to one of my we'll go to a couple of shops, and I'll show you what they're like. Alright, so we're going to go along here. I am a terrible driver, by the way. There are places you've got to go to fix your cars up, things like that. And yeah, and I have to do it a lot. And you have to fill gas as well. You have to get gas for your car. And yes, I am riding on the wrong side of the road, but I don't care. Okay, so this is Bean Fun. Let me show you my Bean Fun place. Let's go in. Oh, get off. Okay, so this is my coffee shop, and as you can see, they sell donuts, cupcakes. Let me zoom in a bit. These are 3 coffee machines. These back here sell donuts. These 3 here sell croissants, and these 3 sell cupcakes. And then you've got somebody behind till. I have actually got 2 tills. I'm not sure if I've got 2 lots of. Let me just have a look at this place. Bean Fun. Bean Fun. Have I got two tills open? I haven't. I need to hire some people. So I'm going to be hiring some more people for the second cash register, which is here, and then Bean Fun will be open with 2 cash registers. And let me just get it back in my car. Now I am hiring people right now because I'm opening up a new law firm, so I'm going to need new lawyers. I've bought an office space, and I've been putting things into it, computers. So this. Is it this one? Oh no, you come places like this to buy, so you can buy things for your shops. So this is where you'll come to buy things for your shops. Like these displays here, you can put cheap and expensive jewellery on, and cheap and expensive flowers on. So if you're running a gift shop, these are things you want. Back here you can get your registers and your stack of baskets and things like that. We've got fridges here, so that you can run your own frozen food and fresh food place, and yeah, all those different things. Over here you've got like your storage shelves that you put in back of your shops to put merchandise on. So you'll go to places like that to buy your equipment to open your shops. Now I'll take you to 2 shops that I managed to do so I get side by side. Let's park on this side of the street, it won't hurt. Alright, so this is my clothes shop, and this is called In Style. This one does quite well. It don't do amazing, but it don't do bad at all, as you can see. And I've got so much clothing that besides having boxes here, like I don't like having them in the shop. It looks ugly, but it's just I've got all my storage ones in back here are full, just about. So I ain't got enough room to keep all the clothing. I have to put some in the shop, unfortunately. I don't like it, but I have to. And then right next door we've got my jewellery shop, which is this is all you need. You only need a couple of these are expensive jewellery, and these are cheap jewellery. And then got a couple of bits of storage back again, just for that. And a guy working. This stays open 24/7 as well, which is a good thing. And you only need these. I can't remember what prices are. Wait there, inventory and pricing. Here we are. So each jewellery that's bought, each expensive jewellery costs the person 1,280, and each cheap jewellery that's bought costs them 170. And this makes a lot of money, this place as well. So and I have, if I can show you, I need a taxi actually, because it'll be quicker if I take a taxi on this. I'll show you my best shop by far, and that's here. This is called, I've got one called In Style. This one is called Your Style. And this is my Your Style clothing shop. So it's got three registers open, and it's selling. And as you can see, because it's such a big shop, I actually need all this. This is all clothing, all different styles of clothing, all different pieces of clothing. It's a lot, but this brings in over 200,000 a day. This one does, and that's why it has to be stocked, and that's why the import of clothes is happening every day in this game for me. Literally, I have. I'll show you thingy for that. Your Style schedule. So this is schedule. I actually have 4 checkout counters, and I've got one of them. Sorry, 3. One, this cleaning one. I've got that's cleaning. So I've got one of them 24/6, because I always have. It's either these have Sunday or Saturday off in every shop. So I need another checkout person here and 2 more here to keep all 3 checkout counters going at the same time, and so that'll bring even more money in then. And well, they bring in like 250,000 a day in now, but you know. So that's basically the concept of this game. The concept is that you'll go to the map, and map, and you'll buy a place like I've showed you a warehouse. We'll say you'll buy a retail place, and say this place here. Let's have a look at it. So you can preview it. It's a little place. It's a little shop. But let's say you do a little gift shop here. So you put a little register in here, a couple of displays, and then you're buying some cheap and expensive gifts and cheap and expensive like flowers, and then you can and then you'll start to put things in. You've got to hire the staff. So for example, you go here, and in here you've got all your contacts, including like your Workforce Inc. This is where you can hire your lawyers and your web designers and stuff. And this one, recruitment, is just for your cleaners and your people who will work on your registers, so cash registers. So between them, you'll hire your workforce. You'll put the furniture in, like if it's a jewelry shop, you'll put your display cases in, and you'll hire your workforce, and then you can decorate the place as well. And then you'll decide if you want to keep it open longer, and then hire more registers, more people to work, things like that. When you get some in, you see, I'm only hiring lawyers right now because I'm going to open a new law firm. So it tells you, the lawyer, how skilled they are and whether they're part-time. So this person finds this is their demand. It's a high demand that they get part-time. So they will not go for full-time. So if you don't want to put, and they're 22 years old. So if you don't want somebody who's part-time, then you just click cancel, and you decline them. So you look, there's another part-time, so you might click cancel. Okay, there's a full-timer. They're already 45% skilled, 37 years old. That's good. So you can click that, and they're now hired. All right. Then you can go here, and you can find all the people here, and you can tell them to train. And you can train them in what they're here for. So customer services means they work on a till, on the registers. So we're going to keep training them in register. Oh, this one's already 100%. If they're already 100%, that means they're as skilled as they can get. They can't get any more skilled. So in that case, you can put them in a job. So for example, I've got room on Being Fun. So I'll put this one in Being Fun. Tell them what outfit to wear. I can't remember what I had for these. I'll put them in this outfit for now, and then we can pick the schedule. So what's the name? Is it this one? It's Catherine. So they now can go on here, and so this till's gonna be open all day, and this one's gonna have but it's only gonna have one till with somebody on for the first 8 hours, and then it'll still be nobody else. But I might hire some more. Let's see if there's anybody else we like. Contacts. So we've got some more to look at. Oops, this one. So this one's part-time, no. Part-time, no. And part-time, no. So, yeah, we got one person, but that'll have to do. That'll have to do for now. And that's basically the premise of this game. Now, the problem with it is, even though when you make a business, it's very, very busy. Because, I'll pause a second, because you have to hire the people, you have to hire people. I mean, it's like even now, like if you open a new shop up, you've then got to go to your HR department. You've got to set up logistics for that shop so that deliveries will be done to that shop. Then you've got to have a purchasing agent who purchases, imports goods to the warehouse and then takes it out of the warehouse to this shop. They've got to have a HR manager to put the new workers into to look after them. So, and you've got to set all this up. And you've got to set all your warehouse stock up as well to make sure your warehouse stock works for them. So this is a warehouse, for example, telling you this is what's in one of the warehouses right now, and how many days before that stock runs out. So it's very busy, but the downside to it is that when you get to where I am, you're getting you've got 10 million in money, and you're getting nearly 500,000 a day. You don't really have much more to do. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of things I can do. There's a lot of shops. I can still set up more shops. There's still more retail. I can buy any of these. And some of them are different. Like I said, some of them are different sizes. So this one here, look at this. This is what I've got my clothes shop in, Your Style. It's massive. Now, if I did a gift shop in here, you could have loads of displays with all different cheap and expensive gifts on, cheap and expensive flowers, etc. You could have lots of different ones. Or you might do a big fast food restaurant where it's got all that big seating area and things like that. So you can choose, and they're all different. And like I say, they're different places. So you might go to, say, this one, and this one is that size. So you might do, let's say, like I did, a jewellery shop in there with just a couple of displays and a checkout counter, and then just decorate it up. That's so. But when you do this, it gets very busy because you've got to go to the shops to buy a couple of displays. You've got to hire the guy. You've got to buy your checkout. You've got to buy stock in. You've got to set up the import and export. Import, and then then the lorries taking the stuff out to your shops. So it gets very, very, very busy. And you can have, here is a more detailed show of what every place is earning. So, for example, Your Style yesterday earned 329,000. And it shows you here what's earning all the money. They're all earning good money, but for example, modern expensive female clothing earned 69,000 on its own. Modern expensive male clothing earned 79,000 on its own. And then this is what you're paying out, the payout to, for paying wages, etc. Just for this shop, this is. And it ends up, so I took in 366,000, but I ended up taking as profit 329,000. So that's and that happens with every shop. You can get a breakdown of like that for every single shop. You can maximise if you want to. I mean, I don't go too deep into it. I'm not that bothered, but you can min-max things and make things, as detailed as you wish. It's quite heavy. It's quite. Wait, is this my shop? Yes, this is actually one of my shops. I'll take you to that one while I'm talking. So you can min-max things and look at the prices of things. You can alter prices, and you can try and make things so you earn the most money. You can open 10,000 shops. Well, no, I'm not saying there's 10,000 buildings to buy, but for as many retail shops as there are, you can buy. Let me come down to here. For as many retail shops as there are, you can open a shop up if you wish. So this is my. This place sells cigars and wine. Now, you can change things internally, so you can decorate the place, like this flooring, so you can boom and change the flooring if you wish, which I'm not going to be doing. You can change the we can change the look of the shop, so you can basically, every shop I have that you've seen there, that I've showed you, I have decorated every one of them. So even the web design one that's very green, I also decorated that, and I decorated this. So this is a liquor shop, so it does whiskey and cigars, and this don't do bad actually. There's some staff coming in, so yeah. But like I said, the only problem with it is when you've got a lot of money, it gets to the point where you don't need to do any more shops because you're earning big money, and at that point in time, you're doing this a lot. What I'm doing now, you just stood round because there's nothing to do. Everything is, everything is. It's just there's nothing to do because I don't need to serve behind any of the registers because I've got people to do it. I don't need to go and do deliveries because I've got import set up and I've got the logistics manager delivering stuff to the shops. So when you're doing a shop, it gets very busy. You're non-stop. You're doing loads of stuff. You buy the shop, you're buying all the equipment, you're getting all the staff, you're linking everything up, the import stuff and deliveries and everything. But then once you're done, you stand around like this until day's ended, and there's not much else to do. So it's a good game if you like this kind of game. If you like this kind of game, it's a really good game to start with and to build up. But then when you've kind of got a lot of buildings, got a lot of shops set up, it could slow down a bit. So like I say, I don't know if you'll like this, if anybody likes this game. If you do, it's on Steam. All these games I'll be showing you are on Steam. And if you want to see me actually set up a shop or a couple of shops or whatever, then I don't mind. I can show you if you want to see more deeply into this. Here, I can have a look at my worth. So I'm actually worth, in total, 16 million. So even though I've got 10 million in the bank, I actually have a total of, if I sold all my shops off and all my stock off and sold everything up, I'd be worth 16 million. So, it's it's a good game. It's a good, if you like this kind of game, because I sometimes like to chill when I'm doing things. I don't want to always be doing action stuff and things. Sometimes I like to just chill, and I can do that with this game. I can just chill out and just buy a business and things like that. And early on, you never stop. Early on in the game, you never stop. You are always at it. But yeah, later on, you find it hard to do anything. So it slows down. I mean, this is early access still. I'm sure they're going to bring in more things to do, and probably bring in more styles of shop they can do, and maybe more decorating, things you'll probably be able to do in the end. Decorating options, and it would be good, and more missions and more side. Just there needs to be more than just open a business and that's it. Because eventually, when you've opened up a business, there's just nothing to do but stand around. But if you do want to see me open a business to show you more about it, if this has piqued your interest and you want to see the whole working of how to open a business, I can do that. So just let me know in the comments, and I'll do one. I don't think I'd do it as a full playthrough because it can be a bit repetitive, because it's just do a shop, get people, etc. But if you do want to see how to set things up or do anything like that, just let me know. If there's something you want to know about, ask me, and if I need to do a video to explain it, I will. It's all good. So, but until then, I am going to go. So, because I don't really need to do much more of this, because if I get into something, if I get into doing a shop, we're going to be here about another hour. Or something like that, I bet another 40 minutes, because I've got to get everything in place. So, But if you do want to see one, like I said, just put it in the comments and I'll do another video and show you how to do it. And, but if you want to try it yourself, it's on Steam. And it is worth it if you like this kind of game. It is really worth it early on. And hopefully we'll see what they bring when they move on from early access. Now, there'll be another tester game coming up either tomorrow or the day after. And this one hasn't crashed either. So far, This is the second game I've done as a tester, and only Hogwarts Legacy is the only one that keeps switching off. This one hasn't, and the previous one didn't, so... Oh well, we'll test it a bit more yet and see how it goes. So, if you've enjoyed this, please click the like button. If you've got anything you want to comment, please feel free. And I will definitely reply, I always do. And until then, you take really good care, and goodbye for now.